What's up, you guys? This is HFT, Healing from Trauma Podcast. I am your host, Drea, and thank you for being here. Hey now, so whether you're an old listener, new listener, passerby, I just want to say again, thank you for stopping by. If you do hang out and you like the content, please like, share, subscribe. I don't know. Social media, HFT Pod, HFT Podcast, and Healing from Trauma. And that's on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Yes. So today I just wanted to drop a couple of jewels, examples, and that's pretty much it. So I was talking to my uncle who is renewing his vows with his husband. Shout out my Uncle Mark and my Uncle Charles. And we were just shooting this sugar honey iced tea, just, talking. And he said something to me that resonates with me. It makes sense to me. And I've been trying to put my finger on it. I've seen it, I've heard it. And it's a simple mantra. Protect my peace at all costs. So we're talking, and he's telling me how pretty much him and his husband don't frick around. Like when it comes to protecting their peace, do not pass go, do not collect $200. They don't give a damn if your family, friends, co-workers, you going to respect what's going on or don't have to be here. And that's what's up. I totally agree with that, and I get it. And I'm going to start living by it. So pretty much he was explaining that, they're always open arms and welcoming, and they allow people into their home. Not many, but when they do, they pretty much go off of the basis of, okay, if you come in and you got bad energy, no problem getting kicked out. If you come in and you make it throughout the night, even though your energy is not quite right, you just will never, ever be blessed or graced with their presence again. And I said, you know what? That is some real shit. That is some real shit. Why? Because it makes all the sense in the world. For years, I've been around females that really didn't give a fuck about me. Me being around them was boosting whatever they had going on, either so they can unload on me their fucking problems, or so they could try to fuck with my self-esteem because their self-esteem is in the shitter. You ever see a person that claim they're so beautiful, but they act ugly as hell, or they just have to reiterate that to themselves? Longer story short, it just made me think about how many times I've literally, instead of protecting my peace, knowing that people don't mean me well, knowing that their intentions are not pure and genuine, and I still surrounded myself with them. You know why I did that? Because I was lonely, because I was bored, because I didn't, I guess, clearly care enough about myself enough to protect my peace from people that were disturbing it. And your peace is being disturbed when you're anxious, angry, irritated. You know what I mean? It's just like, what the fuck, Chuck? And I personally feel as if, you should just love yourself enough to just not have to deal with things that don't mean you well. Like, why be around that friend that always taking shots or being shady or just giving you weird energy, and then or only want to be around when you are benefiting them? Like, you ever meet a person that only come around when they want something? They only call when they want to see what you're up to boast about what they got or what they're doing, or to compare and compete. Like, yeah, people like that. Those are people that are disturbing peace. And what I realized is some people can't help it. Like the apple don't fall from far. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. That's some real life shit. I'm not even gonna say no names, but there's a person I used to associate with, right? And I couldn't for the life of me figure out why this person was so raggedy. Why this person could just be the way that she was. And guess why she was the way she was? Because her mama, her mama's mama, her mama's mama's mama. Like, that's a real thing. Like, all of them just raggedy, just negative, just tear down each other and anybody around type shit. And so I couldn't understand, and I was oblivious, and I ignored, and I just let it go. And it's like, bro, I wasn't fucking with myself back then, because if I was, I would have respected myself enough to realize I don't have to deal with this. If you got friends that you want to punch in the face, you probably shouldn't be their friend. If you got friends you got to talk about every time you hang up the phone, you probably shouldn't be their friend. If you feel that the person is talking about you every time you hang up the phone. Like, I understand people want companionship, and I understand what that feels like. You're talking to a very antisocial but codependent when it comes. Well, I don't think I'm codependent anymore, because I feel like I told my friend, I could move in, like where I live now, I don't have to ever meet anybody else out here, because when I tried to be sociable, it didn't work. So I'm not going to keep pushing trying to make friends out here. I'll just be on the internet all goddamn day, because and some people might not think that's healthy, or it just depends on what you're doing on the internet. If you're being productive, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still the same person. I'm not switching personalities. I'm not catfishing. I'm not, I'm not saying, hey, I'm bored, come pull up to the crib. Like, none of that. I would rather interact that way, because I live in a little town. It was not like if I lived in a big town and that situation happened, it's just like, okay, that was just a bad night, bad place. This is like a little ass town where everybody know everybody, and people are just like, from what I see, the minority that have moved here, or the people that I've seen that are minority, if they're not being in a positive way and making a name for themselves, or like doing something constructive, as if running a business and minding their business, then they're here trying to start business, not necessarily run a business, start business. And you know how the popularity tests go. Oh yeah, Johnny, you talking about New York, Johnny? Yeah, nah. So anyway, now before, the reason why I'm talking like that, because I literally have, I think I told y'all this story, or talked about this story. I had this person that I knew for a fact was fake as fuck, to be exact. And I was just like, you know what, I still want to hang with this person, because I didn't even know why. Like, I was bored as fuck. I had my own place, and she just was on some like, yeah, I'll come over, da 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 da. I'm like, okay, cool. Mind you, knowing like last time we had interaction, she was fake. It was proven to you that she was fake. What more do you fucking need? And so that's when I learned my lesson, when she stole my roaches. Like, I'm like, okay. See, if I'd have listened to my inner better thoughts, I would have not been looking stupid when I was trying to make a roach blunt and couldn't even do it because the bitch stole all the roaches. So, but if I would have if I was protecting my peace, knowingly knowing, right, that she was a person with a little less integrity than I would have liked to have had around me, type situation, if that makes any sense. So yeah, there's that. And then I don't know, I have a lot of incidences. I have a lot of different timings where I was like, I knew a person's energy or vibe was off from mine, or that it wasn't a mutual gain. When you are around people and people that are good for you, it should always feel good. It should always feel like, oh my God, I can't get enough. Or, sometimes you do get tired of people, because I love my boyfriend. I get tired of him, and he loves me, and he gets tired of me. But when it comes down to how he makes me feel being around him, I never feel insignificant. I never feel like it's like I'm sacrificing something, aka my peace. I don't feel like that. So like even with friends and family, I know sometimes being around my dad could be intense if he's drunk or if he's in a mood. And when I say in a mood, like if he's let somebody disturb his peace, oh man, everybody's peace is being disturbed. No one's getting any peace. So it's just like, I'm just at a point, like, first of all, I know that I don't like fighting. I never liked fighting. I've only fought when had to. I don't like arguing. I only argue when have to or I feel provoked. And even then, there's only but so much you can say because, I don't like raising my voice or none of that. I really just like peace. Give me 1 second, you guys, because I'm actually streaming and camming while I'm doing this podcast. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, now I'm back. Now I know y'all probably were like, what the fuck? Because y'all couldn't even tell because I paused it. So, I'm just telling on myself. Anyway, so I know I said 2 seconds, so it seemed like 2 seconds, but it really was like 5, maybe 6 minutes. Anyway. But yeah, back to protecting this peace thing. So yeah, when it comes to family members, and other people feel like, oh, but they're family, man, fuck that. You send them a gift card, tell them you love them, check on them, pray for them, but you do not have to put up with that extra bullshit, bro. Because what is it doing for you besides? So you know what happens when I get depressed? Do you know what happens when I have anxiety, when my energy is, my peace is not protected? I suppress my creativity. I suppress who I am, who I'm supposed to be, want to be, designed to be. All that just goes out the window. Every situation where I'm a little more happy, or I'm happy, or I'm in my own, or whatever is going on, I start doing things. Things that are positive and things that are productive for the most part. Even if they might not be positive in some people's eyes. Productive. Because, everybody's not going to agree with your lifestyle. Everybody's not going to agree with what you're doing. So, with that being said, I just, whenever I'm in a better spot, I want to do my shit. I want a podcast. I want to do that, whatever. But as soon as I start getting depressed, start thinking about money, start thinking about people and how I'm not happy with people, I get fucked up. And it's like, why? Fuck up your blessings. Fuck up your journey, your plan, your whatever you got going on. Why fuck that up because you're consumed with something that has nothing to do with you? Other people's energy, other people's bad vibes, you don't have to deal with it. It has nothing to do with you. Most of the time when people have bad vibes, it's because they just got stupid shit going on in their life. So how they feel on the inside is projecting on the outside. So that's why you could just be minding your business and next thing you know, a bitch is just grilling you because she is having some type of problem. Be it she think you want her man, she knows her man's. Usually when girls think someone wants their man, it's because they know their man's a accessible guy. So with that being said, bro, live your life. I know that's easier said than done, but choose today to be the day that you are going to go forward in everything that you do. Be it in growing, showing, knowing, not having to deal with things that are going to hold you back. Or like I remember when I was in this poly relationship, right? And I never looked at myself, but that's how I know that God has something for me. And maybe I may be broke, but my spirit is rich. And so that protrudes and goes through, because I've been called bougie more times than I can count, and I've never, anybody who know me, I mean know me and like me actually, they would tell you that, what, Drake?